Hi, I'm Tom Wakechild, the best-selling author of A Course in Miracles for Dummies and Ending Fear, the 7R Formula for Fearless Awakening. In this video newsletter, we're going to talk about consciousness and you. In my last newsletter, I asked you to answer these two critical questions that control your happiness. The first was, what are you? The second is, what do you value and why? Regarding that first question, what are you? All acknowledged that we were something more than just a mere physical body. Some called it spirit, mind, or even soul. That something else was described differently, but we could call it, as modern scientists do, consciousness. In my early 20s, I observed human autopsies being performed. While watching Dr. Black perform the first autopsy, I became dizzy and almost fainted as he started sawing into the chest cavity. But before I blacked out, I remember telling myself that I was observing not a human being, but rather a human body being sawed open. With that thought, I was able to regain my equilibrium and composure. A human being and a human body are not the same thing. Being has awareness and possesses life force. Being requires consciousness. Consciousness's existence does not require and is independent from the body. With or without a body, you as consciousness still would exist. The body is a mere placeholder in time and space. It is required if you wish to be an active player in the game of what am I that's played out on planet Earth. But it is not you. It's your game token. When imbued with your consciousness, your body acts as a game token that interacts with other players on this game board for learning. It allows you to participate as a separate reality so that you can obtain the personal learning opportunities needed to demonstrate what you value and why. That was that second question. In the dimension of time and space, birth is individuated consciousness coming into a physical body for the first time. Death is individuated consciousness exiting a physical body for the last time. A near-death experience could be defined as individuated consciousness temporarily exiting a physical body and, upon its return, reanimating that same body. So, what is consciousness anyways? Consciousness is interesting in that it is both a verb and a noun. As a verb, consciousness is a process that focuses attention, directs and projects creative energy within an endless array of possible creation cycles. But what is consciousness as a noun? After all, we perceive ourselves to be a thing, a noun, not a verb. The science of mind has led to some interesting conclusions. Freud realized that the conscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg. Our subconscious mind is coloring our beliefs, perceptions, and projections. You are not your body, but rather a stream of consciousness. As such, your mind is a powerhouse that has both causative and interpretive powers that affect your attitude and emotional state and give rise to your experiences. Holographic mind theory and neuroplasticity also demonstrate the interconnectedness and resourcefulness of consciousness. The science of mind knows that we have thoughts, but it cannot explain how the physical can cause the non-physical. Again, since we are consciousness, perhaps it is the other way around. Scientists are uncovering more and more evidence that suggests that this is the actual case. Consciousness, as a noun, is a structure of beliefs through which one projects or processes reality. This definition emphasizes that beliefs have both causative and interpretive powers. Consciousness is the birthing of individual perception. Events are neutral. Your judgments color an event as either good or bad, and those become your experiences. What makes your life meaningful is your conscious decisions to create your own self-identity and to live authentically with that identity. You do this by demonstrating that self-proclaimed identity in this dimension of time and space. We need a new thought system that reflects the current and best theories that science can provide. Unfortunately, our fear-based thought system has not been updated to reflect this understanding of consciousness, creative and interpretive powers. The old paradigm states that your experiences create your beliefs. The new paradigm must reflect the causative power of your beliefs. The old makes you an effect of your surroundings. The new proclaims that you are a creative force for your own experiences. You are not your body, but are a state of consciousness. You are not alone and separate, but a part of a much larger whole. The new paradigm taught that your senses were objective senses for reality. The new paradigm understands that you lack the big picture. The physical world does not produce consciousness. Instead, consciousness controls your relationship to the physical world. How you choose to interpret your world should be determined by your own free choice and not from some dictates outside your mind. I believe we have two lives. The first is the life we learn with. The second is the life we lead after we've learned. Come with me on a journey of discovery. Learn how the world of perception actually works and your creative role in it. Once you have learned that your consciousness is a powerhouse that has both creative and interpretive powers that affect your attitudes and emotional state, you will be able to start leading that second life on your journey to fearless awakening. So I have a question for you. How causative are you in your world? I look forward to your response. Please post or email me your response. If you're going to email it, send it to tom@wakechild.com. Also, feel free to check out some of our other training material and online courses that you can access on our website, endingfear.org. Create a great day. This is Tom Wakechild. Thank you for listening.